Hi, it's Rob Levy again. I'm getting a lot of home buyers who are kind of on the fence, sitting around and watching the real estate market, and now that interest rates have snuck up a little bit in the last few weeks, are thinking about jumping into the market. First, the good news. Even though house prices have actually gone up over the last several years, with the simultaneous drop in interest rates, the actual monthly cost of owning a home has gone down. It's actually gotten cheaper because the cost of borrowing money costs less. So there's a couple of things here. Look at this chart above. First off, you can see how interest rates compare in this decade to other decades and that we're in some pretty good times. The bad news here is that everybody wants to jump in on the market and there's a lot of competition. So getting the financing part figured out before you even think about looking for a house is the most important thing and an absolute must. Don't forget to call me about lender referrals in our area, and also please don't forget to click on subscribe down below to get these videos on a regular basis, and feel free to share the video with a friend who's thinking of buying a house. According to data from the most recent Organization Insight report by Ellie Mae, the average FICO score on closed loans reached 753 in February. As lending standards have tightened, recently many are concerned over whether or not their credit score is strong enough to qualify for a mortgage. Now, while stricter lending standards could be a challenge for some, many buyers simply may be surprised by the options that are out there and still available for borrowers with lower credit scores. The fact is that average American has seen their credit score go up in recent years is a great sign of financial health. As some scores rise, they're building towards a stronger financial future. Now, as more Americans with stronger credit enter the housing market, we see a natural increase in the FICO scores. The distribution of closed loans, as shown in part of the graph here, is interesting. If your credit score is below 750, it's easy to see this data and fear that you may not be in a good position to qualify for a mortgage. However, that's not always the case. You see, while the majority of home buyers right now don't have a score above 750, there's more to qualifying for a mortgage than just the credit score. And there are still other options out there that allow people with lower credit scores to buy their dream house as well. So here's what Experian, a global leader and consumer of business credit reporting, says. And I quote here, Federal Housing Administration FHA loans with a 3.5% down payment home buyers may be able to get an FHA loan with a 580 credit score or higher if you can manage a 10% down payment, though that minimum goes as low as 500 in some cases. Conventional loans, the most popular loan type, typically comes with a 620 minimum score. The Department of Agriculture, USDA loans, more in rural areas, in general, lenders require a minimum credit score of 640 for USDA loans, but they'll also go down as low as 580. The VA loans, Veterans Affairs loans, don't technically have a minimum credit score, but lenders will typically require between 580 and 620 to process the loan. So there's no doubt a higher credit score will give you more options and better terms when applying for a mortgage, especially when lending is tight, and it is tight right now. When planning to buy a home, speaking to an expert about steps you can take to improve your credit score is essential. So you need to be in the best position possible when you write that offer. However, don't rule yourself out if your score is less than perfect. Today's market is full of opportunities. Bottom line is, don't let assumptions about whether your credit score is strong enough put a premature end to your home search. So if you've got any questions on this, we've been doing this since 1988, and I'm well connected to all sorts of different lenders, whether it be veterans loans or even what's called hard money loans. So give us a call at the number below, and as I said before, please click on subscribe and forward this to anybody you think might be interested. Thank you so much for watching all my videos.